Hey guys, it's Chronofahx. Man, I forgot to set the mouth thing. Anyways, welcome back to more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. With Zelda Friday. Last time we completed Van and got Urbosa's Fury. And then we also completed every memory that there is in the game. And yeah, I might as well say this right now. Yeah, I created a new overlay. I hope you guys like the new look. I decided, you know what, if I'm updating my model, I might as well update my overlays too. So now they're slicker, they're nicer looking, and I even updated my logo. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys like that. Anyways, and in this stream we're going to be completing, we're going to be looking for the last of the Divine Beasts. So, let's jump in. Okay. Okay, and hang on, let me turn down the volume a little bit on the game. Okay, hopefully that's better. Anyways. Let's see. Welcome. Oh. No offense, but this is not your concern. That cursed monster. Okay. So I don't want to go down there quite yet. Instead, what I wanted to do is talk to this guy. A visitor. Welcome to... Oh, that object on your hip. Could it be... Forgive me, where are my manners? I'm Kanali, elder of Rito Village. Now then, is that not a Sheikah slate dangling from your hip? Oh my, so it's true. So that means you must be a champion like Master Ravali, one of the few able to board Divine Beast Vnyan. Oh, what am I thinking? The champions have all been dead for 100 years. This boy must be a mere descendant, an inheritor of the Sheikah slate. Forgive me. Champion descendant, if you would listen to this old man's request, you would have my eternal gratitude. Thank you, truly. Now, that I know you have the blood of a champion, there is something that I must ask of you. How shall I put this? I would like you to deal with Divine Beast Vnyan, giant beast circling above us. Only a chosen one, a champion, can stop a Divine Beast. You must enter the beast and bend it to your will. I tried explaining this to the more headstrong Rito warriors, but they wouldn't listen to reason. Teba and Hoth tried to confront Meadow, but it did not go well, and Hoth was injured. Teba escaped unscathed, but I fear he now plans to face Meadow alone. As a descendant of the champions, perhaps you can help us. Please, find Teba. If you work together, you may be able to stop Divine Beast Vnyan. We have our objective? Let's go. Hey buddy, I'm guessing you caught wind of the monster circling around our village. Suppose I should get you up to speed on what went down. Here goes. You see this wound here on my wing? I got shot by that thing in the sky, Divine Beast Vnyan. Legend has it, that monster was once the protector of this village. But those days are long gone. As soon as Teba and I approached this thing, it just shot at us out of nowhere. We tried to fight back, but I was too slow and got hit. Thankfully, Teba caught me while I was falling from the sky. We had no choice but to retreat. When I think about what would have happened had Teba not been there, still gives me the bumps. So, you planning to find Teba? I'll tell you everything I know. Who's Teba? Teba. Him and I go way back. As far as flying goes, he's undoubtedly the best in the village. His only downside is that he's reckless. And has a bit of a temper, and he can be rude. But we look out for each other. By the way he was talking, saying that he was going to blow Meadow out of the sky. He wants to go back up there, alone. Which is absolutely insane. What kind of moron with a wife and a kid does that? Anything else you want to ask? You are? I'm Hearth. Bowcraft is my trade. My boyhood dream was to be a warrior, but I gave that up once it came time to inherit the family business. My daughter Molly is around the same age as Teba's kid Tulin, so our families spend a lot of time together. Hold on, is any of this helpful at all? Anything else you want to ask? Divine Beast Meadow. I don't believe it myself, but some say it used to protect our village before disappearing 100 years ago. Teba and I got to wondering about it, and when we went to investigate, it just opened fire on us. Hence the injury. But as soon as I recover, I plan to fly up there with a whole mess of bomb arrows and blow its cannons to bits. Anything else? Help Teba for me. So before going any further, there is something else that I want to take care of. Oh, wrong place. I think it's one floor below, or maybe it's up above. I'm trying to get to that clothing shop that's on the mini-map. Because recommended have at least 2 pieces of cold resistance armor. And this armor shop happens to sell cold resist stuff. Hey friend, thanks for coming by. What can I do for you? Yeah, I need to sell some stuff. Let's see. Let's do that. Alright. Something else? Is there anything else that I want to sell? No, I think I'm good. Buy some pants. And yeah, I'll buy the tunic as well. Okay. With that, I think I'm ready to move on now. Also, sometimes break these pots. They will sometimes have arrows in them, and arrows are kind of invaluable for what's coming ahead. Anyways, nope, nothing. Okay. I need to find some sort of platform. Yes! Good morning. Say, traveler. I take it you've seen Divine Beast Meadow. Everyone is at a loss of what to do. Can't help but sigh every time I look skyward. Skyward sort of haters can be like... When will we ever be able to go back to living a relaxed life here? Okay. I guess there was one other person we needed to talk to. Forgive my intrusion, but I overheard you speaking with the Elder. Sounds like you intend to help my husband, Teba, in a fight against Meadow. But to tell you the truth, there's not much I can do for you right now beyond telling you where my husband went. Well, my husband headed to a place called the Flight Range. It's in Chronofahx Pass at the base of the Hebra Mountains. It's a place where Rito and warriors prepare for aerial combat. I imagine he's gone there to gather weapons for another run at Meadow. As it happens, he made his way to the flight range on foot this time. If you take out from Rivali's landing, it's a straight shot down to the flight range. Rivali's landing is a memorial for the Rito champion Ravioli, so named in the hope that none might forget the events of that horrible day.
Impressive, I know. Very few can achieve a mastery of the sky. Yet I have made an art of creating an updraft that allows me to soar. It's considered to be quite the masterpiece of aerial techniques, even among the Rito. With proper utilization of my superior skills, I see no reason why we couldn't easily dispense with Ganon. Now then, my ability to explore the firmament is certainly of note. But let's not, pardon me for being so blunt, let's not forget the fact that I am the most skilled archer of all the Rito. Yet despite these truths, it seems that I've been tapped to merely assist you. All because you happen to have that little darkness-sealing sword on your back. I mean, it's just asinine. Unless you think you can prove me wrong, maybe we should just settle this one-on-one. But where? Oh, I know. How about up there? Oh, you must pardon me. I forgot you have no way of making it up to that divine beast on your own. Good luck sealing the darkness!
Descendant, are you alright? My apologies. I fear I've said far too much. If there's anything you do not understand, please do not hesitate to ask. Okay, so I have thoughts about this character, Rivali, but I think that's better saved for later. But for now, let's just make our way over to the flight range. Which I already found the waypoint earlier when I was going around looking for shrines so I could get the Master Sword, so yeah, I don't have to fly down there. I don't have to glide down there, so I think I'm good. Shawarful. And it's instantly gold. So let's... Sorry, that was me smacking my head because I just realized I already bought snow trousers earlier. Oh well, I'll sell them later. It's not that big a deal. Okay. Anyways, with that, let's go ahead and head up. Besides, the money I get from selling those, that will be useful for something later, that I'm going to be doing later.
Yeah? I don't know you, and I'm actually pretty busy here. You should probably go.
Steely. And how good is this bow? 14 to 9. So it's surprisingly worse than the soldier's bow. But at the same time, these are also pretty good for distance and accuracy. So maybe I'll pick that up later. But for now, I think I'll stick with the soldier's bow. Did you need something? I'm busy here. Help me. With what exactly? Let me get this straight. Some random Hylian wants to help me bring down Divine Beast Von Meadow. I'm not buying it. What's your name, stranger? Link, huh? Well, Link, I'm Teba. But you already knew that. I'm guessing the Elder asked you to come here and talk some sense into me. Am I right? Just like the Elder, to trust any fool wandering into town. Look, you seem like an alright guy, but let's make one thing clear. I'm not going anywhere. As a Rito warrior, I can't rest until my people are safe. There's only one way I'm going to Rito village. Once Divine Beast Von Meadow falls from the sky. If I have to kill Meadow, so be it. Only then will I return to the village. Are you serious? Well, far be it from me to talk you off the ledge. But it's as the Elder said, the only way to stop Divine Beast Von Meadow is to get inside it. Fat chance of that happening, there's no way we can set foot in Meadow. So not only are you wingless, you're brainless too. Let me fill you in. The only people able to enter the Divine Beast are the 5 champions of old. And unfortunately for us, and the rest of Hyrule, they all died 100 years ago. If it hadn't been for Ganon... Never mind. Let's focus on bringing down Meadow, one step at a time. If we approach Meadow recklessly, its cannons will blast us out of the sky before we can even get close. So, I'm going to need to test you before I take you with me. We Rito warriors use the updraft in this ravine to hone our aerial archery skills. The updrafts are so strong that a person could just open up a cloth over their head and float up easily. Now, let's see what you're capable of. You'll have to maneuver through the air and destroy 5 of the targets set up in this valley in 3 minutes. Then go destroy 5 targets with your arrows. If you're playing in handheld, I would suggest getting out the Joy-Cons. Because this is kind of difficult without the motion controls.
Keep it up.
Well, it can be anyway.
That's it. One more. Perfect.
Okay, come on back. Okay, so I may actually have to abandon the soldier's bow since it's nearly broken. You're a skilled archer. It was as if time stopped with every arrow you let fly. I gotta tell you, Link, when you first showed up, I thought someone was pulling a prank on me. But after seeing you handle that bow, I could tell you're the real deal. You must have seen a battle or two. Hundreds. I believe it. Link? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Well, if you really want me to help bring down Meadow, it's now or never. I'll get into position so you can give its cannons all you've got. Inside the treasure chest is the bow I've modified. Take it. And let me know when you're ready. So once again, gonna drop that bow, and yeah, it gives us a falcon bow. Basically a much better version of that swallow bow over there. Has a lot of the same effects, but with 20 damage. Making it actually a pretty good bow. So, do I want to use one of the weaker ones, or... I think I'm okay. Okay, is there anything else that I want to do before I go? Don't think so. Meadow is pretty easy, so I'm not worried too much about revival or food stuff. I think what I've got is good. So, let's go ahead and go. Okay, it's time to face Divine Beast Van Meadow. Normal arrows won't put a dent in those cannons. You'll need to hit them with bomb arrows. These are a precious commodity, so don't expect me to do this again, but take these bomb arrows. 20 bomb arrows. Also, it'll be cold up there. You'll want to prepare a warm meal or bring some warm clothes. I'm ready. Alright. But let me ask you something. Why are you doing this? Why risk your life to bring down Meadow? I just can't watch. You can't just sit and watch innocent people be terrorized? Then imagine how I feel as a proud Rito warrior. It's fair enough. Right. Get on. Alright, showtime. Man, even I feel like I'm going to freeze up here. There's Divine Beast Van Meadow. That's its barrier again. A pain. What's wrong, Link? Too scared to talk? Let's go over the plan. See those cannons? I'll draw their fire. While I'm doing that, use your bomb arrows to destroy the cannons. Got it so far? If you need to withdraw for a bit, just spread your cloth and float straight up in the updraft for a while. I'll take that as a sign that we need to regroup. Don't bother aiming for anything covered by Meadow's barrier. It's impenetrable. Whatever you do, don't get close enough to touch it. And finally, I know I've said this a few times already, but don't forget your cold protection. And also your sunblock, because we are so close to the sun right now. We can move whenever you're ready. Let's go. Alright. Now, go blow up those cannons.
Here we go. It's targeting us. Watch out.
Okay. Bomb arrows already equipped. And each cannon takes 2 bomb arrows? Yes.
That's it.
And also, don't worry too much about stamina up here. The moment you drop your glider and then you redeploy it, you'll instantly recharge all of your stamina. So it's all about just getting a nice rhythm going. Dodging the lasers while also refilling your stamina. Until you get close enough to the cannons to start firing away. And I'll be honest, Meadow is probably my favorite way of getting into a Divine Beast out of all 4. I mean, I like the others, with the exception of Rudania, because it's just an escort mission, and nobody likes those. But I like kind of how epic it is, and being able to just kind of glide around like this is kind of fun. Plus, I feel like you have a lot more control because you're actually controlling where you're gliding versus a lot of the other stuff where it feels like you're kind of on either on like a grind rail or you're stuck following somebody. Like with Naboris. So I like this take the most. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts on which of the Divine Beast entrances you like the most. Because I would like to hear your guys' thoughts on this.
It's targeting us.
Though I will say the one downside to this place, to this particular thing is, it is a little slow moving with the glider and getting over to the next cannon. That is the one downside that I will agree with people on. If that is a criticism people have with it anyway. But with that, we're now inside Vomito.
Well done, Link. That thing is history. Link. It looks like I got hit pretty good back there. I think I need to get back to the flight range. I just hope that I can make it back. You head down to Meadow. Good luck. It's all you.
Well now, I've seen that face before. I had a feeling you would show up eventually, but making me wait 100 years is a bit indulgent. You're here to wrest control of Meadow away from Ganon, correct? If so, then the first thing you'll want to do is find yourself a map. That guidance stone has the information for the layout of this divine beast. Can you make it there?
Okay, now that we're inside of Meadow, I think now's the time. Let's talk about Revali. Or, as I like to call him, Ravioli. I don't like Ravioli very much. He's not a horrible character, like he's not quite at the bottom of my favorite Zelda characters list. But at the same time, he's also a character that I frankly don't look forward to every playthrough. And it's nothing to do with like his voice or his design, because I like his design, and his voice actor, Sean Chiplock, despite some of the controversy that kind of surrounds him. I think he's a really good voice actor, and I really like him in a lot of stuff, like in ReZero and in Genshin Impact when he voices D-Luke. But I just don't like his personality. You can do cocky characters. In fact, there's a lot of cocky characters that I like. But there's something specifically about the way Ravioli does his cockiness that really gets on my nerves. And I don't quite think I'm alone on that one. And truth be told, I would have really preferred it if Teba was the champion instead. Because Teba's cool. I mean, yeah, he's a little bit of a jerk when you first meet him, but he's a really cool dude. He has a cool design, he has a cool voice. And he really does come off as pretty badass. I would have loved to try to wrestle free the Divine Beast and try to rescue his soul, because he seems like a really cool character. But no, he's just kind of relegated to literally becoming our lift to Vah Medow. And I think that's really a shame, because I really like Teba. And I wish he had more relevance in not just this game, but Tears of the Kingdom, because he kind of got shafted in Tears of the Kingdom, if I'm being honest. But you know, whatever. Let me know your thoughts on that. Anyways, with that, Divine Beast controls have been enabled.
You'll need to look closely at your map of the Divine Beast. The terminals that will activate Meadow are marked by those glowing points. You'll need to activate all of the terminals to take back control. Think you're up to it?
I don't know. I think it's just the way that, I think it's the way he talks so condescendingly to Link. I think that's what gets on my nerves. It's the fact that he acts so cocky, but he never really learns his lesson. He never really said... I never really feel like he legitimately, at one point, says, okay, you've kind of proven yourself a little bit. Which, I mean, I know is kind of the point of the whole Divine Beast thing with his character, because he's supposed to kind of see that, oh, he took back control of the Divine Beast where I couldn't. So that kind of proves his worthiness. But I never bought it. But for me, I never bought it. Not once. Again, let me know your thoughts. Anyways, the gimmick of Vah Medow is that you can control how much this thing tilts, which can influence certain things like this. Kind of similar to Rudania, but with more of a reckless nature to it, because you're up in the air and you can glide around it. Which, I'll admit, I kind of prefer Vah Medow over Rudania. I mean, Rudania has its moments, but I kind of prefer this variation. Okay, oh, there's the Ganon Eye. Ow. There we go. Okay. And plus, I kind of find the puzzles in Vah Medow to be a lot more fun, too. Like, this puzzle is a perfect example of why I really like Vah Medow. You kind of control this thing. You open up the pathway. And then, with all of the momentum and with the right angle, oop. And with this thing blowing in the way, push in. Though, there is an easier way to do this one in particular, which I find a lot more fun. Okay, switch over to the sledgehammer. Stasis. Up. And shove it in. Yeah, I love that puzzle. And honestly, I wish that Breath of the Wild had more puzzles like that. Then again,
There are 3 terminals remaining. Keep going.
Then again, it does kind of lead to my bigger issue of I wish there were more traditional dungeons like in other Zelda games in this one, but whatever, they were trying a new direction. I guess it works for what they were going for, so I can't complain. It's still a good game, I still enjoy it. I just wish certain aspects were different. Mouse, mouse. Alright, I still had the sledgehammer. For weapon... Yeah, let's go with the spear. It's not like I'm gonna be using this thing for much else, anyway. Okay. Okay, and... Go! And that did not clear out that malice at the bottom, but at least I can now get to the top. Okay, okay, I think just a little bit down and back up. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Ancient core, I'll take it. Okay. There's the Malice Eye. Okay. Takes care of that. And let's see. Oh, yes. Yes, this is another one of my favorites. Shove that in there. Yes. Okay. I think it might be easier to do this. Yes, okay. Yeah, I love this puzzle. It's actually really clever, and it really does utilize what's probably some of the better aspects of the Divine Beast puzzles for me. Okay, switch that back down this way. And does that? Okay, that does open up that way. Okay. Goosh. Anyways, yeah. Basically, you move this, and just like with one of the earlier puzzles, I could do it where I just push it in using magnesis, but this way is more fun. Have it roll down just like a mousetrap ball and shoved its way in.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're almost there.
See, even when he get closer and closer to, you know, making sure that his soul like rests in peace, he's still a condescending a-hole. F you, Ravioli. F you. Okay. Right over.
Just 1 terminal remaining. What do you know?
Shut up, Ravioli. Nobody likes you. Anyways, just one terminal remaining, and it's at the underside of the Divine Beast. And I should probably reset the positioning of the bird. Of the BIRB. Okay, here we go. And glide right over that. Take out the eye. There, now should be no issue for me. This one I don't even need a bow. Stab you. And that opens up that. So if we ever need to glide up to the top, we can. Okay, if I remember right, it's supposed to go here, and the last terminal is in there. So I need to change it to this position. Yes. Okay. Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, this is my favorite Divine Beast, so it's the one that I remember the most. And actually do the puzzles as smoothly as possible.
That was the last terminal. Now you just need to start the main control unit. I want you to take a good look at your map. There should be a new glowing point on there. Well, flap to it.
Shut up, Ravioli. Why do I have a feeling that there was supposed to be like a gondola there, but it was removed after the 100 years? I probably shouldn't question it too much. Whatever. Okay. And I think I'll just set it back to a neutral position before I do this. Switch back over to the Master Sword, just so I can have a slightly easier time. And might as well switch over the bomb arrows too. Just like with all the other Divine Beasts, save before you hit the main terminal. Like the double save, and let's go ahead and do this.
That thing is one of Ganon's own, and it plays dirty. He defeated me 100 years ago, but only because I was winging it. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but you must avenge me, Link.
Even if you make a pun, I still don't like you, Ravioli.
Watch yourself.
Even when you make puns, I still will not like you, Ravioli. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the easiest boss in Breath of the Wild, let's be real. Well, second easiest, but we'll get to that one eventually. But yeah, you think that the Blight that could fly and also has a cannon for an arm would be the most dangerous and hardest, but no. I actually find Thunder Blight and even Fire Blight a lot harder than this thing. But with that said, let's go ahead and just start fighting it. Its gimmick is just basically creates whirlwinds and sometimes fires at you with the cannon. As long as you got good aim and some bomb arrows, this thing is a joke. And actually, what am I doing still using the swallow bow the falcon bow, when I can just duplex bow it? That way I can fire 2 bomb arrows at the same time. And it just fell right off the map. I have never had that happen before. Come on, respawn. There we go. Ow. And for its second phase, it's basically the same thing, but it just deploys drones to sometimes fire at you. It's not that much different, and it's not that much deadlier. As long as you bullet time it, it should be no problem. Oh. Okay, yeah, food time. So that is one annoying thing. It does ragdoll you at times, which can be annoying at times. But it's not too bad. And again, it fell off the map. Okay. Duplex bow broke. Let's move on to the second one then. And did it go to the other side of the thing? I think it did. I did not know it could do that. I'm learning all sorts of new things about this boss. Things I did not want to learn, quite frankly. Yep, pretty easy. Not too hard. As long as you got at least halfway decent aim, this boss is just no problem. Yada yada yada. Haven't gotten all the chests. Go do them now.
Well, I'll be plucked. You defeated him, eh? Who would have thought? Well done. I suppose I should thank you now that my spirit is free. This returns Meadow back to its rightful owner. Don't preen yourself just for doing your job. I do suppose you've proven your value as a warrior. A warrior worthy of my unique ability. The sacred skill that I have dubbed Revali's Gale. It's now time to move on and start making preparations for Meadow's strike on Ganon. But only if you think you'll still need my help while you're fighting inside Hyrule Castle. Feel free to thank me now.
I don't like you, Aeol.
Or, never mind, just go. Your job is far from finished, you know. The princess has been waiting an awfully long time.
So, one of my favorite details? Ritu Village actually does look like a perch for a bird. That's actually an insanely cool detail that I love. I'm a fire, my laser!
Meadow's sights are now set. You'll have a precise speed on Ganon from this vantage point. And when the time is right, give him everything you've got. Now we wait for that perfect moment. Meadow, we've been artfully patient for the last 100 years. I doubt you'll suffer a feather over a few more moments. After all these years, I simply must admit the truth. Even without the power of flight, Link made his way to this divine beast and accomplished something that even I could not. Guess I was wrong about how lucky he would be. I hope that luck holds out, Link, for everyone's sake.
Buddy, that ain't luck. It's skill. But as much as I don't like ravioli, I will admit the price he gives us is pretty sweet. Revali's Gale. Press and hold the jump button. It'll create a gust of air that can shoot you up in the air with the glider. Hands down the best ability when it comes to traversing the world. Why did I wait this long to get this? Because I like torturing myself.
Link, thanks to you, all of the divine beasts have returned to us, and the spirits of the champions are free. We will all be awaiting your clash with Ganon at Hyrule Castle.
But before we actually go anywhere, let's go ahead and talk to the Elder first.
You've done it, and you survived at that. You conquered Divine Beast Meadow. To think the beast has taken up roost at the top of the village. It simply looks divine. If the legends are true, the light from the Divine Beast will ravage the calamity. For now, Divine Beast Meadow will become the protector of this village and live on in legend. Alongside you. Oh, yes, of course. I must reward you properly. Feel free to take what's in this rich chest. You will get more use out of it than I. Champion Descendant, I have only just realized. That sword you have in your possession. Could it be the sword that seals the darkness? Hylian champion who fought alongside Master Ravioli 100 years ago. Could that be you? Inside that bow is Ravioli's special weapon, which is pretty much the best bow in the game. Again, I will not be grabbing that as it's kind of a one-of-a-kind weapon. So, yeah, feel free to grab it if you want to, but I'm not. So, all the divine beasts have been freed. We obtained every memory. Which means there's only one thing left to do. Buy our freaking house in Hateno. Yeah, I did say that I would be buying a house eventually, so yeah. Pretty much the rest of the stream, which, wow, it's only been an hour? Dang. Cleared that out faster than I thought I would. Anyways, yeah, the rest of the stream is just going to be me doing everything to get the house. Which is going to involve chopping down a lot of trees. Yeah, if you're one of those people that likes to listen to something in the background of something kind of monotonous and boring, I highly suggest you get your tunes out. Because trust me, this is going to be a very long and kind of boring process. I'm just going to say that right now. But I do want to buy the house. And you will see why. Kinda. Hopefully. Okay. Anyways. Gonna sell those extra trousers that I had, so... next thing... So... Double X, yes. So you may be wondering, where can I get a lot of wood? Well, simply put, pretty much anywhere near Rito Village. Yeah, not only are there trees around these parts that provide a lot of wood, but probably my favorite spot to grind for wood is actually just outside where the village is. Let's see. No, there aren't any hardy salmon in there. Dang it. Kinda hoping. Oh hey, deer. Huh. Yes, I have conquered the deer. Ride forth my steed. Oh no! Why are you turning? No! Come on. Go. No, go on the freaking bridge. Get on. There we go. You can't keep the deer, unfortunately, but it's still kind of fun that you can ride around on a freaking deer. Like you're some sort of elf lord in a Lord of the Rings. You can also do the same thing with bears in this game. Anyways, here we are. Here's the grinding spot that I like. Yeah, it's just a stable. Oop. Not only is there just a bunch of trees just lined up down here, but you can also just chop up this pre-made wood. And they provide a lot of good wood here. So yeah, that's just gonna be it. This is just gonna be me for the rest of the stream. Wood. Wood. Would you give me some wood? No. Shame. I still love you, beautiful bird man. Okay, I think what I want to do right now is just disable Urbrosa's Fury so that I don't accidentally activate it at some point. Because I kind of want to just spin attack my way through this. Wood. 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 How many pieces of wood do I need? 30 bundles. How much wood do I didn't need to chop down wood. Oh well. I'm still gonna chop down some wood. Because it is needed for something else involving that house. So, wood. 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 Oh. Wood. 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 My axe broke. Need axe for wood. Axe. That thing moved amazingly fast. Wood. 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 Oh. Wood. 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 I think that should be enough wood for now, so let's go to... yeah, let's go to Han now. Of course, I still need to make a little bit of money, but that should be an issue, hopefully. If not, I do know some spots. If not, then a couple grinding spots with where some like minerals and ore is might be good for some selling fodder. Because gemstones really are some of the best ways to make money in this game. So, yeah. And yeah, let's go ahead and just switch back into our normal clothes. Okay, so I needed 5,000 rupee? 3,000, okay. Okay, that clothing store, it's a good spot for me to sell some stuff. Where's the shopkeeper at? Oh, there she is.
Hi.
Hi. You sounded kind of creepy there, lady. You know that, right? Okay. What can I sell? Yeah, I'll go ahead and sell the rupees. Topazes, yeah. The ambers I kind of want to keep for something later. Let's see. Actually, these things are reminding me to go somewhere later. So for now, I'll just keep some of the ancient stuff. I got an abundance of these things. Might as well sell at least a couple of them. Actually, no, not these. Dang, I did not have a lot to sell. Again, I know a couple places to grind for some ores, so let's just go there. Okay, so first, where is, yes, Dueling Peaks. Because I remember there being like a ore deposit kind of on the way over to the stable there. So that might be a good place for me to grind some stuff. And yeah, that's Rivala's Gale in action. Pretty neat. It's pretty nice. And again, pretty much... I mean, again, you pretty much only use that for traversing. It's not... It doesn't have too many combat applications, at least not ones that you can deploy super quickly, but still pretty nice. It's still got its uses. I remember that camp giving me so much trouble back in the day. Game, stop giving me rock salts and give me freaking gemstones. For crying out loud. Oh well, whatever. I'll live. Okay, yeah, it's not quite. Because I'm lazy. Let's see, if I knew where some luminous rock was, I could probably do something in Zora Village. Because of the Zora there, if you trade 10 luminous stones, you can get 1 diamond, and diamonds are worth 500 rupees each. Making it probably the best money grinding in the game. but I don't remember where many luminous stone deposits are in this game. I know where a bunch are in Tears of the Kingdom, but not so much Breath of the Wild. I don't know, maybe I could look up where some luminous stone things are. Okay, Amber is a step in the right direction in terms of what I need. But I still kind of need something else. Game. Okay, that's something different, but not much valuable. Hi, Choo-Choos. I think there might be some ore deposit things. Yeah, probably just in the abandoned mine. That might be a good place to grind out. Probably should have put on some fire resistant armor the more I think about it. Crap. I did not think of that. Whatever. A few seconds on fire won't hurt me. Okay. Protection. And yeah, I should probably switch out the stuff I'm holding. Steel Lizzle Shield and yeah, I want to switch arrows. Pull those bomb arrows out, you will instantly explode. And the okay, Knight's Bow. Knight's Bow it is. And Sledgehammer stays. Okay, I'm all set. Let's go to the mines. Come on, suck up. Oh, yes. Oh, ow. Jeez, I was hoping you would fix that thing. Because, yeah, tip. Those rock octoroks, if you throw in damaged weapons or even rusty weapons, they will spit them out pristine. Like, they didn't take any damage. And if you throw in a rusty one, they will actually transform into one of, like, the normal weapon types. Up to royal weapons. So, it is a little RNG based on which type you end up getting, but it's still very useful. But it's still something very worth noting and keeping in mind. Especially if you're in need for equipment. Ow! Jeez, these Lizzles are everywhere! Okay, I need to be careful. My sledgehammer is about to break. I mean, I'm surrounded by the place where they mine stuff, so I'm sure all I need to do is just find the spot where I found Yunobu earlier. And I'm sure I can find like a stone smasher or cobble crusher or even just a regular iron sledgehammer in there, no problem. But still. Okay. Yeah, just need to head over there, and I'm sure I can find something that can help me grind some more. Yep, just like I thought. Cobble crusher and an iron sledgehammer. I think I'll go with the cobble crusher. Oh yeah, I guess I could also search around Goron City itself. Because those pots can hold rupees. Probably the only time in this entire game that they actually follow the usual Zelda tradition with that one. Heh, keep on missing. Okay, nope, don't want to go that way. Probably something down there. Nope. Okay. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Yeah, I'll just do a quick lap around Goron City, breaking pots, and see if I can find anything. Okay, y'all saw that too, right? You all saw that Goron just go around in circles like that, right? I wasn't tripping? Okay. And, ooh, silver. Yeah. Okay, hey, Boldo. Or Pluto? Yeah, Pluto. Oh, picked up a fireproof lizard. Okay. Oh, okay. Nothing. Money. Money. Want to sell. Seems like a pretty decent haul. Thanks, little guy. Okay, 360. Pretty sure I picked up a couple like rubies or sapphire. Yeah. Okay. And now I have enough to buy the house. And all it took was just getting shot at constantly, breaking stuff, selling pretty much everything I have. So, you know, like actual household. You know, like actual... You know, like actually purchasing a house. Alright, now that we're back in the pristineness, let's switch back over to that weapon and that. And let's do the duplex bow. And I just realized there was an iron sledgehammer here, so that was another place I could have done things. Whatever. Bolson. Hey! You ready to deliver 30 wood bundles? I'll pay your price. Okie doo. I'll grab them for you. All I needed to see. Good faith wood. You were obviously serious about this, and now I know it. So, as promised, I will sell you this old house for a low price of 3,000 rupees. Once you've got the money together, come grab me. Hi. I'm ready. Like, with 3 zeros? No way. Talk about studly. I'll just take that off your hands. Thanks for the sweet investment. Spending so much money on anything at your age. It's just so studly. There's a weapon mounted there that never sold. Consider it a housewarming gift. Hope you get some use out of it. Can we just all collectively agree that Bolson is gay? Like, tell me he doesn't give off that vibe. So, next job time, baby. Why'd I have to line up again? Oh, that's what's next. I was gonna send Hudson up to Akala, way to clear some land. Hi. Clear the land? Yeah? Taking a break. By the way, buying a house. Impressive. This is the pup. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Looks like I gotta head out and leave this place soon. Been transferred. Might have heard, but Bolson Construction is planning to expand big time. Yeah, big expansion. Zora's domain is north of here. Going north of that, though. Area called the Akala Legion. Yeah, well. Okay then. Well, no time like the present, right? Should be getting on my way. If you'd like, you should come to the Akala region and say hello. Well, take care of yourself. Hi. Or really anything. Actually, let's start at 100. Yeah, you can basically just purchase a lot of different things here for your house. Which is nice because this house is empty. But yeah, you want to know why I saved off on collecting the champion's weapons? It's because of these. These basically act like your weapon storage. And you can also just straight up mount your weapons. The only exception being you can't display the Master Sword. That is the one exception of the rule. But other than that, sky's the limit. You can store anything you want. And yes, there are multiples of these weapon mounts, and there's ones for shields and bows. So, yes. And you guessed it, I'm getting everything. Hi. Build me something. What you want? Gear displays. Payments are due up front. Okie doo. Time for some construction instruction. Carson, we are on. I'm with you. Practically perfect, if I do say so myself. I'm a little jealous. Don't sit down just yet. Well, easy there, Chatty. Little space, let me get where I'm going with before you talk to me. Making all the impatient players wait, you truly are a monster. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just buy as many of the weapon mounts as many of the mounts as I can for right now. Buy me make me another thing. Gear installations? Oh, I guess I've already reached the max amount for the, what was it, the weapon mounts. So, bow mount. Okie doo. Time for some construction and instruction. Awaken your inner animal. We are beasts of construction. Men waiting. Pretty flawless, if I do say so myself. You should take a look. Again, making all the impatient players wait. You are a monster. Okay, gearing displays shield this time. Sorry, I just needed to adjust the measure for a second. Ah! Yeah, I'm just gonna be being by as many as I can. Let's do shield. Okay. So now that we have all that, we are only missing one shield mount and I think one more bow mount. So I would need 117 more rupees if I wanted to get everything right now. At least in terms of the mounts. And with that, I think I'm actually gonna go and collect some of the weapons around here. Or, actually, before I do, how much space do I have in a lot of these? Because if so, I want to empty a little bit of space in terms of my stuff. Okay, so Urbosa's shield. Ravioli's bow. Now I just need spaces for Mipha's weapon, Urbosa's sword, and Daruk's sword. So I need 3 spaces. So let's go ahead and display the battle axe, the flash blade, and the royal halberd. And even though I already have an additional space, I might as well put up the bow. Actually, take that. I usually like to display the Royal Guard stuff if I have any extra space. So, first, let's go to the Goron city, and pick up Daruk's. And pick up Daruk's weapon. So it should be down where they go. Oh! Where the Goron Elder is. Way to kill the mood there, game. Way to kill the mood. In the meantime, are there any monies in here? No? No monies? That's disappointing. Okay. Here we are. The Boulder Breaker. 60 power, two-handed weapon. Pretty good. Next. Zora's Domain. Ayo. What's up? I'm Chronofahx. Just kind of going around and collecting some of the... I'm pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Just going around collecting some of the champions' weapons so I could display them at the house, at my house that I just bought. Just kind of doing some side questing at this point. Cool beans. My skill trident. Very nice. Let's see. Still haven't found a tower for this area, really? Yeah, speedruns of this game are pretty crazy, I have to admit. I can't pull them off. The only speedrunning tactic I can really do is the whistle run. I'm not very good with the clipping through walls stuff, but I am genuinely impressed by a lot of speedrunners of this game. Parry 10 Guardians in a row. Back to back. You're a lot better at this game than I am. That's for sure. I mean, this game can be kind of difficult, so it is a little... And that includes the enemies. They really do like to throw things at you. Yeah, Central Tower. Easily the worst tower for me. Every playthrough. Yeah. Yeah. It's just everywhere. Pretty much the closer you get to Hyrule Castle, the more and more there are, and the more and more annoying they become. Oh, hey, Blood Moon. Impressive. Yeah. It's like, I think I'm gonna try and get the Hylian shield this stream. Potentially. Yeah, as long as you know what you're doing, lockup is... It's kind of easy, as long as you know what you're doing. Come on, there we go. Yeah, if you have one of the elemental weapons, combat is kind of a joke in this game. Okay, display that. I have 150 plus hit Savage Lionel Crusher. Dupes for my whole inventory. Nice. I have 7 bows of light. You are the cheese. So for speedruns, do you like record them and post them on YouTube, or do you just speedrun them for fun? Like just on your own? Because I am legit curious. Personal runs. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Trying to get better at wind bombing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that can be a little tricky to figure out and kind of pull off. So I get that. Yeah. It takes too much setup. Yeah. Let's see. Plus it's too situational. Yeah. Let's see, where is Wilson? Just phase through the shrine walls for Great Plateau and bomb rush to the castle. Yeah, like, that's actually one of the things that I wish I could do was phase through the shrines, because I feel like if I could do that, then a lot of the other, like, steps to speedrunning this game would be, would kind of fall into place for me. All I need is 5 arrows and 1 good bow. Yeah. Oh, there's Wilson. Alright, Hudson. Oh. I did not mean to press B there. I remember. It's been transferred here. I decided to build a village from scratch. Called Terror Town. Need to literally do it again. Cool. Yeah. My day's been pretty good. I normally start stream a little earlier than I did today, but I got caught up and a little busy. But other than that, it's been pretty good. How about yours? Replaying Breath of the Wild is amazing. Trying to take it slow. Yeah. Sometimes just taking it slow, just letting yourself enjoy something is nice every once in a while. You don't always have to speed through things. Like, even me, who's kind of taking the usual, like, slower route, even I have to sometimes remember to just... It's hard for a speedrunner to do that, yeah. Even as a guy who likes to, like, complete things at a relatively normal pace, even I have to remember sometimes I can slow down. I don't always have to just jump from one thing to another, but it is fun to go fast sometimes. You just gotta speed through things. You gotta go fast. Like me just kinda running around here and like, where the frick is that one? My brain blank and I'm in lockup again. There's roast. Let's see. Okay, I think the Goron I'm trying to look for is in Southern Mine. Okay. I don't know, it's been a while since I last played Breath of the Wild. Like, it's been a few years since I've done, like, a fresh playthrough. So, it took me a second to remember where some of the side quest stuff is. Now I have some high damage weapon and stuff, just gotta kill both the Silver Lionels in Hyrule Castle. Get another Lionel. Yeah, the Colosseums. Need a chain of blood moons and my inventory is goated. Let's see, Jingo. Grayson, here we go. Still wearing the same starting armor. Need to get some better drip. Yeah. I mean, if you got the amiibo, might as well try on the Tingle outfit. Or maybe even like one of the past Link outfits, like the Skyward Sword clothing or something. Don't got him. I broke. Failure there, buddy. I'm basically streaming on nothing. I basically have no money either. I had to make everything involving my channel and everything involving the stream basically with everything that I had, or I had to make myself. So I don't have any money either. And it's not like I can really get paid right now with Twitch, since I'm not an affiliate, so I'm gonna sell my laptop, buy a PC, and save up. Yeah, that's smart. Got a decent part-time job. Cool. Can you tell me, what kind of job you got? Like, retail or, something like that? Yeah, that is actually pretty good. Yeah. Retail, okay. 20 pieces of wood. Okay, I got it. Yeah, that's nice. It's pretty nice when you get a job along with one of your friends. It's always nice. Can't really say I've had that happen before, because I've only had one job in the past so far, and It was like a summer job, and I didn't really work along my friends, but yeah, I got the Master Sword. I got that like I think 2 streams ago. It was just before I fought Thunderblight. Yeah, basically, I have 3 hearts in the Master Sword. So you pulled out that glitch, then. Yeah, I basically completed everything story-wise, so like the memories and the Divine Beasts, I've completed all of that. The only thing I haven't done story-wise is go and defeat Calamity Ganon. That's it. Okay. Yeah, it really does feel like it really does feel cursed having stuff that you're not supposed to have, like when you glitch, or if you're playing like on a oh, what's the word for it? Dang it, I'm blanking on the name. Something like a Dolphin or Project 64, like a emulator. That's the word. And you turn on the cheats. But then again, having the Hylian shield with 3 hearts, I think that mostly comes down to like skill. Not so much glitches. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. Where is that one little lady? Nope. You're not it. Want to keep it for a while. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see, seriously, where is that one Gerudo lady? Nope. Maybe she's back at the Kara Bazaar? Oh, thank you for the follow. You kind of spooked me there with the confetti. I should really consider turning down the volume on that. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people say that about me. And I honestly am a pretty chill guy. I mean, I have had 1 or 2 freakouts on stream, but for the most part, I just like just doing this just for people to just relax and just kind of vibe. It's nice. Not every VTuber has to be a big crazy person. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna pull off the whistle trick. I'm to head to Kara Bazaar. Would you do it for fall break? I don't really have a fall break right now, so I'm just kind of going through stuff. Just kind of going through different classes because I'm a college student, so. I'm an engineering major, personally. There we go. That's pressing the wrong buttons there for a second, so I was bowling out the whistle trick. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What kind of engineering was your cousin? Like, chemical, mechanical, what type? Or do you not feel comfortable enough talking about that? I don't know. Think he went into environmental? Okay.
Saba. Oh. Saba.
Okay, okay. That's cool.
Ah.
That's... I guess that Gerudo isn't in Kara Bazaar. So, where the heck is she? Yeah, well, always here on Fridays and Saturdays, so if you need something chill to watch, always here. Plus, there's also my VODs on my YouTube, so you can always check those out too. During the day, you can find her sitting in some shade to the right of the inn. Okay, so she was in Kara. Okay. Thank you. It's like, where the heck was she? I thought she was in Kara for a second, but I guess I glossed over here for a second. Alright. Back to whistle running. Cool, thank you. I mean, I probably won't do too many side quests. Like, I think it's just going to be the Terrytown and finishing up the house, and then afterwards, I'm just gonna go straight to Calamity, and then I'll move on to the next Zelda game. Probably. I don't know. Maybe I'll do like a few straight streams where I just play Breath of the Wild, just do a random side quest, see if I feel like I need a more chill stream, but at least more chill than I usually am, but whatever. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is pretty good. I'll admit it's not my favorite. My favorite is personally Majora's Mask. My personal favorite Zelda is Majora's Mask, but Breath of the Wild is still pretty dang good. I still really enjoy it. Okay, chilling in the shade to the right of the inn. Oh, there she is. Oh, I probably need to be in regular clothes. Hard to choose between Ocarina and Breath of the Wild. I mean, they do have their pros and cons. Like, Ocarina, I think, has slightly better story, and I also like the dungeon layout. But Breath of the Wild does have a lot of freedom to its gameplay. So, it really just depends more on what your style is. It really just comes down to personal taste. Which one you like more. Well, I wouldn't call it a mess, but it does require a lot of practice to go through it smoothly. Because I've played through Ocarina a lot, and I could pretty much run the water temple in my sleep. But yeah, on the first playthrough, it is a mess. There he is. Clothing shop. Next is 30 bundles. I think I've only got 18. See, where's my axe? There it is. Right. Down to Rito Stable, where a lot of trees are. Gonna be on my Switch again, playing Breath of the Wild. All of you want to talk. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm just gonna deliver the wood to him and then I'll end stream. So I won't be live for much longer today. So, but yeah, thanks for coming by. It's always good to talk to chat. It genuinely feels pretty good to talk to someone on stream. Thank you. Yeah, I have a Discord. So in my panels, there should be like a list of socials that I have. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I do have a bunch of socials in my panel, so want to get those a follow, go ahead. And I'm also probably gonna add my Twitter. I probably won't use Twitter that much, but still, I might add that at some point. Oh, if you're trying to do text commands, I'm not sure if those things, if that's been properly set up or not. I'm still pretty new to streaming, so I don't know how to really set those up. Cool, thank you. Yeah, be sure to spread the word. That will help out a lot. Go ahead and drop off this wood at Terrytown, and then that will be end of stream. I really need to get a better chair. This thing's super uncomfortable. Okay, where the heck are you, Hudson? There you are. Brought them. Lifesaver. Thanks to this. General store. Traveling trader. Rito. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that will do it for this stream. So, next time on Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, we'll be continuing with the whole Hudson side quest, as well as finishing up the house by furnishing it and all that stuff. So, until next time, take care, stay safe, and y'all have a good rest of your day. And this is Chronofahx, signing out.